Hi everybody and welcome to Photomikes Garage and welcome to my 2001 Viper GTS. I just got this last month and now it's time to do some maintenance on the car. When you first buy a car, especially a used car, you can't really trust whether or not the oil changes have been done and everything else. So just to start off with a clean slate, you should change the oil and all the fluids in the car, and I'm going to start doing that today by changing the oil. All right, so you need a few things to change the oil on this car, and first of all, I got my little oil filter wrench. I got this from Amazon. We'll see how good this works, and if that doesn't work, then I've got this 3-jaw oil filter puller. Obviously, this is kind of cheap, but we're going to see if this works. A 3-jaw puller, if the wrench doesn't work. Because, you know, I'm not really sure if the filter is accessible. It's sort of up there in the frame. I don't know, but anyway, you got to have another oil pan bolt and a gasket. There you go. This is the coolest part. Now you can use other filters, of course, but how about a Mopar filter? How about a filter, nice big filter, right? And how about, let's see, let's open this up. How about a Viper filter? Viper, right? Okay, so I had to get this, so I've got the Viper filter all ready to go. And of course, the most shocking thing of all, this motor, this 8-liter motor takes almost 10 quarts of oil. And so you've got to have 2 jugs, not just 1 jug for this monster. Now she takes 10 weight 30 oil, so I've got 2 jugs of that. Now this is controversial, so I'm sure that people may or may not understand, but I'm going to use half of the Rotella, Shell Rotella oil, because it's got lots of zinc and other minerals that's going to make this engine run really good. And I just got some regular Castrol 10 weight 30 to fill in the rest of it. So I'm going to go half and half because I think that's the best combination that's going to work for my car. Okay, but one of the fun things I want to do is I want to start the car and warm up the engine, warm up the oil so that it'll all come out rather quickly. So that means, you know what it means? It means a cold start. I tell you, the cold start never gets old with me. I just love the unique sound of this car and of this exhaust that I have on the car, the Belanger exhaust system. Anyway, so now I've got the car on my quick jacks. It's time to raise it up. Okay, I can't raise the hood all the way because it might hit the beam up there, so got to be careful. But I do want to open up the oil filler cap here just so that the oil drains out a little faster. Okay, we go underneath the Viper. Okay, so here she is, this beautiful giant oil pan of this giant 8-liter V10 motor. It's actually a thing of beauty. It's a work of art. It's a cast aluminum. It's got 3 ribs here. It's very nice, very nice. This is actually fairly simple to drain. You got your oil plug right here, and that is 14 millimeter, I believe. So we're going to loosen that off right now. You know, there are more complicated vehicles to get the oil out of. That was a little bit tight, tighter than I think it should have been. For example, the Hellcat has an oil pan that you have to drain, plus you have the oil cooler, which you can also drain. Now this oil is going to be pretty hot. I should be wearing gloves, but you know, you take chances with life, you know how it is. So we are going to release the oil. Release the oil. Very soon. Very, very soon. I think. Come on. Here comes the oil. Oh. Okay. That's actually pretty clean. Someone may have already recently filled this up, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. But it definitely needs to be changed. You can see it's kind of dark. So I'm going to definitely change it. And this is the first step. It looks like it may have a magnetic drain plug. Let's check this out. Okay, so looks like the previous owner had a magnetic drain plug in there, and I can see there's a little bit of junk right here. Okay, that's definitely a little bit of metal particles, which is not encouraging. Not completely, although I don't know how bad that really is, to be honest. Just a little bit of magnetic paste. Okay, the oil has basically finished dripping. Most of it's out, so let's put this back in. Put the oil back. Okay, so the bolt is back in. You tighten it enough. So basically, okay, that's snug, and that a little bit more. That's all you gotta do. Not too much, not too much. Okay, with that sealed, now we can take off the oil filter, which is right up here. It's a little difficult to reach. And I've got a couple of special tools that I picked up. One is an oil filter wrench. Now, of course, this may come off by hand, but it's good to have the tools if necessary. And it looks like if I wanted to, I could get the wrench in through here. Yeah, you can see I can get the wrench in through here, so I could get that off that way. So this vehicle is not as difficult as some to get the oil filter off. Like the Crown Vic is really difficult. But this is the cool little thing I want to try. It's a 3-jaw oil filter remover thingy. Oil filter wrench, 3-jaw. And I'm going to try this out and see if it works. And you tighten it at the same time until it's tight on there. And then you'll be able to turn it. Okay. Maybe I need 2 hands to do this. Just hold on a second. As you can see, I did get it off. And now I can move it by hand and get the rest of the way. This is a Wix. Oh, I'm starting to get some leakage. Starting to get some leakage. It's going down my hand. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Yeah, you always get messed up every time you do an oil change. I know, but at least that's off. Okay, so both of these tools would work to take off the oil filter. This one, you can reach in there with this, and this one really worked good, especially if you're limited space. You can get in there and get this guy off. So I would recommend either of these for this car and probably work on any car. So I'll put a link below where you can get these for yourself. Now the oil filter. So this oil filter, genuine Mopar part. Only way to go. And there is the part number right there. And it's for the Viper. And I tell you how I know, because there it says Viper. That is so cool. Viper oil filter. Yes. Also, it's a good idea to put the date on the oil filter for the next guy or yourself, so that if you forget when you did the oil change, you put the date down and you will remember. So what is the date today? Let's see. It's the 14th day of the first month of 24. There we go. It's also a good idea to lubricate the rubber gasket, just so it doesn't stick and just goes on nice and easy. Also, I'm going to fill this up at least maybe halfway. That will help on startup, so the engine will get oil right away. Okay, so everything's ready for our new Viper oil filter. Okay, let's see if I can do this. All right, going on. Now remember, these just have to be hand tight. That's it. You don't have to, just hand tight. That's it. All right, I'm almost finished underneath here, except I did find a problem. Oil filter on, but if you look at that, can you see that? That is a broken motor mount right there. A broken motor mount. You can see the rubber, it's separated from the rest of it, so looks like that's the next job I'll be doing. And also, since this is a 2001, it does have the improved braces for the frame right here. It wasn't done under recall, it was done actually at the factory. That's why it's welded in, no rivets here. So yeah, so before I thought this hadn't been done, but yes, it has been done because this is a 2001. It has all the bracing improvements right from the factory. Okay, the next and most vital part of the oil change is to put new oil in the motor. Very important. And there you go. You can see that that's just at the full mark. So we're good. Put our nice chrome oil cap back on. I think this is aftermarket. All right, so the oil change is now done. So the only thing left to do is to start the Viper and check for any leaks. Yes, I get to start the Viper again, my favorite thing to do. Let's start the car. We gotta watch our oil pressure right here. Oil pressure, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Okay. Yes. There we go. Gotta love it. I love it. No oil leaks. That's good. Okay, so the oil change on my 2001 Viper GTS is a success.